I like what you said. It's just like I have a deep admiration for people that have been set free from demonic darkness, but also at the same time, I can't hard define something like Halloween
Yep.
as that when, I mean, Hallows Eve, celebrating the saints that have been martyred. That's a beautiful thing.
That is the tension of 1 Corinthians and of Romans. So Paul talks about food sacrificed to idols and the convictions that come with that in 1 Corinthians 8, 9, and 10, and then in Romans chapter 14. And that is one of the difficult things that he'll say is like, hey, like, don't lead your brother into sin. Don't intentionally do these things in front of people who are confused. Specifically what he says is they're of weak conscience in Romans 14. If you're like, oh, I need to abstain from this, Paul says you have a weak conscience. He doesn't say you have a special conviction from the Spirit, so it would be a sin for you because the Spirit told you not to. He says you have a weak conscience. And so you shouldn't violate that conscience because anything not done in faith is sin. So he's like, if you don't have faith for it, you shouldn't do it. And I'll follow that policy. But it's another thing to be like, well, I have this conviction from the Spirit. It's like, well, hold on. Like, we have to be really careful when we put words in the mouth of God. So we can imagine in Corinth or in Rome, we have people saying, no, the Holy Spirit's told me I can't eat food sacrificed to idols. Paul doesn't validate that. He says, yeah, they have a weak conscience, so take care of them and don't gloat about this in front of them and don't lead them into sin and don't confuse them. But he never is like, oh, the Spirit's going to tell you one thing for your life personally, he's going to tell you and tell this person another thing for their life. Like you're allowed to do this habit, but they're not allowed to. I think that comes from this temptation to make everything about me all the time and to make my internal world the most important thing around me. And I think that's a really scary and dangerous way to come to decide what the truth is.